Hi there, I'm Jason Ball, part of Qualcomm Ventures Europe team. Today I'm talking to Shirin Dagan, CEO of Areiso. Shirin, could you share with us what Areiso is about?
Sure. Areiso is a provider of enterprise solution to mobile operators to more efficiently operate the network. The software that we provide locates, stores, and analyzes every mobile interaction with the network and really understands the quality of network from customers' perspective.
Great. So could you tell us, how and why you initially started Areiso?
Sure. Started Areiso really with the vision of improving the efficiency of how you operate the network and move away from some of the methods that I felt was really not representative of how the customers are perceiving the network. So, for example, drive testing has been a major activity that mobile operators undertake to understand their quality of network. And as we know, drive testing only obviously works on roads and doesn't really understand the experience inside buildings, but also it's a very small sample. And other ways has been to look at network elements, again, a very diluted picture of how the network is performing. So we've really approached the problem from a completely different way and a new angle. And it's really the customer at the end of the day and how they perceiving networks the most important. And hence, the whole vision and the whole idea of putting together this enterprise solution that covers 100% of the subscriber base and 24/7 and really tries to understand to a very granular level down to building resolution, how the network is being perceived by the customer, and providing this valuable information to mobile operators to surgically, place new capital infrastructure to potentially resolve issues or offload data traffic. Alternatively, to increase operational efficiency, things that might take weeks to do would take hours or minutes to do with the software.
Okay. So could you give us a little bit of background about yourself and then your experience in the mobile data networking industry?
Sure. I've been in the mobile business for about 20 years. And I started as an engineer and sort of been working my way through different ranks, working for mobile operators as well as vendors. And my experience in the mobile industry has been that obviously the industry is very innovative, has always innovated, and specifically with the latest advent of smartphones and as that we've seen in the last few years, it's led to a new phenomenon and what I call a data era and a data explosion. And we see this obviously really challenging mobile operators' business case. They're trying to invest in the business, in their networks to be able to carry the level of growth. However, their challenge is that the revenues are not upkeeping with the speed of growth they're seeing on the data side. So we see this as a big challenge, and that's where we come in because we can help them solve the data problem.
Okay, so maybe you could talk us through some of the customer success stories you've had so far.
Absolutely. Areiso deployed the software into some of the world's largest tier one customers. Some example of our customers are AT&T in the States, Vodafone, O2, just a few examples to give. And how they use it is they focus on essentially looking at different areas of use cases that they find our software absolutely is critical to their operation. Use cases such as data offload strategies. That's a big use case that mobile operators that are grappling with the data growth, and they need to offload this from the macro network using alternative technologies, whether it's Wi-Fi, whether it's small cells, and other means. Now, for that to happen, they need to very surgically invest that capital, and we show them where the data hotspots are, down to building resolution. No other software package can do that, and that's a huge advantage that they can really go and address the problem head on and make sure that they do actually resolve it rather than place the microcell or small cell in a completely wrong place, which obviously won't help. Other use cases that they use our software for is very quickly troubleshoot what's going on in the network and the problems in the network they have. And also they do a lot of focusing on customer segmentations and looking at their most valued customers and seeing how they're perceiving the network and prioritizing, basically the whole optimization, planning and performance, engineering to address the network in areas that really, really matter for them. So these are some of the use cases and some of the customers and how they use the software.
Okay. And so what are some of the cost advantages for your customers?
So the business case is extremely compelling. Just for the engineering vertical, which is the first vertical we've addressed with our software solution, you have different users or groups of users within engineering. So you have performance engineers, optimization engineers, and planning and design engineers using our software solution. Across those three groups, for a big group operator, we've estimated the first year return on investment would be of the order of $200 million. And that's something that we have actually sat down and gone through with the customer and validated it. So the efficiencies that you gain with our software is absolutely huge. Things that you just couldn't do before, you can do now from your desk. You don't have to leave your desk. You don't have to spend weeks and weeks troubleshooting and understanding what's going on in the network. The information is right there in front of you at a click of a button. So that efficiency is obviously huge for them, especially that they have a lot more technologies as well as, you have GSM, they have 3G, they have UMTS, so, and LTE to look after. So this really provides them a step change in the way they can do their work. But also the capital efficiency is really one of the most important application, and data offload, obviously. One of the estimates, certainly that we've seen, that's been validated by Juniper, one of the analysts, is that the whole data offload strategy might cost the mobile operators 360 billion by 2016. That's a huge sum of money for the mobile industry to bear. And if we could just shave 10-20% of that, that's a phenomenal saving that we can bring to the industry with our software.
Wow, great. So, final question for you. How did you get in touch with Qualcomm Ventures, and what value does Qualcomm bring to Areiso?
So we have been working with Qualcomm for a very long time. Their business units being one of our customers, and when we started looking for our next round of investment to really bring this enterprise solution into the market and complete it, they suggested that we contact Qualcomm Venture because they saw a very strategic fit with Qualcomm and how they viewed the whole push towards the data and also obviously automation, which was what we were trying to achieve as well, and customer-centric. So we contacted Qualcomm Venture in Europe, which has just been set up. It was excellent timing from our perspective, and that's how we got in touch. And obviously the investment was proven at the back of always having Qualcomm as a customer, and the products were already proven with Qualcomm. And what Qualcomm brought to us is obviously, having their name as a strategic investor was important to us, but also really their connections and the ability to be able to get help to, either progress business development or indeed partnerships in the industry, as well as getting their view on how the industry is moving forward has been an immense help to us.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for taking some time to talk to us today.
Thank you.